I also heard about the almost TPK Sunday.
Oh,
You had mercy.
Lou
Yeah,
is getting extra tips this month.
it was getting pretty hairy. Um, but luckily the group was able to survive.
It was getting hairy. Two of us were on 2 death saves.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty hairy.
How many people played Sunday?
4? 3.
Okay.
4.
Oh,
Yeah, we had
four.
4. We had everybody but you.
Shit. I thought we got a party for Sunday now.
Nah.
Oh.
What's his name? Yeah, he sounds like he would be playing at I don't know. Sounds like he's not going to be able to make it work.
Yeah, I don't think he is. But we have 5 right now. I might have another person coming. I'm still waiting to hear back from them.
Mary, Lou just let us know Austin backed out.
I think she's muted right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Mute.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Right?
Is it work or school or... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I started school this week. Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if/when he's going to rejoin us, but it sounded like he was just distracted by stuff that was going on in real life.
He's got a lot going on. Yeah, and it seems like he's pulling a lot of 12, 16-hour days.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think everyone is here.
I can't wait for Ophelia to take his bow that we went all through that crazy shit for. Burn it.
Burn it at the stake.
Looks like Maria, it would be your turn for scribe duty.
Still muted? Yeah.
She's probably just busy. And we have Ophelia as the previous scribe. Are you there, Mary?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, you okay doing scribe?
Yeah.
Alright. So why don't we do a recap of last time?
Okay.
Things rolling.
Oh, we start on the 59th of fall at 9:30 a.m. and 11:57 in the 13th cycle. This is session 83. Our group is presented with 3 ways to return to my men, which may lead to a way out of here. There is a destroyed bridge crossing these treacherous waters. In the southwest, which is a longer route that is unscouted. In the northwest, which my men and I came, and this is the shorter route. But for some reason, these fools wish to save the dwarf Baddock, which may lead us into a potion to restore him to his former self. While I also wish to help this man, I worry about the danger it presents. Radu and the others wish to explore these ruins of Delthrid to help this dwarf, and I accompany them against my better judgment. As we approach the ruins of the city, there's a giant sinkhole right in the middle, and suddenly a droning is heard in the buildings. And as I thought, we are soon met with trouble. The mosquitoes swarm around us, but luckily these allies are quite competent, as we deal with these demonic insects and blow them to smithereens. We search the area. The smarter people are looking at dead bodies and slime getting samples. But suddenly the dwarf remembers something, and he heads towards his old home. Inside is a book, a journal of sorts, and some vials. He claims one of these vials is giant strength, and he hands it to Ian. And as we explore the ruined house, buzzing grows even louder as we are swarmed by more and more of these filthy insects. Thankfully, Clank takes up his magic rope trick to escape these dangers, while Ashes summons a swarm to hopefully attract some more enemies nearby. While in this portal, we look through the dwarf's book, and he says here there are ingredients that we need to collect across this realm. Casmi Ichor, which we serendipitously grabbed by the smaller people. Strange something or others, I don't know, from a graveyard to the southwest, and then something like dusk flowers that we can get to the northwest. Here we then decide we're going to discuss the morals and benefits of helping this dwarf, and everybody in the party seems to be leaning in the direction to help him. We wait to hear from Ironheart. MVP was Radu.
All right, thank you for that recap.
Well, I guess we're not hearing from Ironheart.
Yeah. So, sorry, I was just looking at something. Give me one moment. But I believe we were inside the rope trick,
Correct.
looking into, or just kind of figuring out what the next move was, because the rope trick is only going to last so long. Actually, here, so that's where you guys are.
There's still these insects swarming outside.
Yes. There's not as many, but they're definitely still out there.
So I can cast. Let's see. Nope, I can't cast right now. Not unless we take a short rest.
We're about to. We've got an hour.
Do we have any way to do smoke? Because I know that works on bees back home.
Sorry, what was that?
Anything.
I said, do we have anything that makes smoke? Because I know that works on bees back home. Not sure if it'll work here, but
I am not sure.
That's a pretty good idea. What about a moonbeam?
A torch? Series of torches. Wet torches.
I have a tinderbox.
Yeah. Oh, let me see.
10 feet of hempen rope. That's about it, man. I got nothing here on this guy.
Yeah. We can spend more time in this rope trick if we need to. Well, we can climb back in really quickly if we need to, but yeah. I think that is about our option, or fight these guys off.
and
If I look outside, do I see like other buildings and stuff? Like, or when we were walking in, did I see stuff that was like flammable? Like building?
You'd see what you see on here. There are quite a few buildings.
What are they made of?
These are mostly made of wood and mud, these huts.
Okay.
And at
I
this
can-
point, there are less of the bugs around. But yeah, you all are in that rope trick right there.
I can go invisible too if I get enough rest.
Well, I hope 1 hour is enough rest.
Yeah, so you haven't finished the short rest yet. It's probably going to wear out just as your hour passes. The rope
Cool.
trick, I mean, because it's an hour, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So, yeah.
One question: if I look at this recipe, are there other ingredients we need here that we don't have?
For the potion,
Yeah.
well, you need those flowers. You need the essence
And
from
we
those graves.
got that, but not the flowers, right?
Yeah. The thing that you need is more. Well, you need the essence from the graves as well.
Oh, okay.
You have the miasma from the these creatures.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, the big thing is probably, like I said, the flowers and the some essence from those grave sites.
Cool. Friends, do you mind if we spend time to collect these flowers and essence? Or we
How are
be
we getting
moving
around the
on
bugs?
after this? Well, hopefully they'll be gone, but we can kill them if need be.
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. I think it is definitely a good idea, Clank, for us to, since we already got one of the three pieces, let us go grab the other two while we're in the area. But as for more urgent matters, we need to find a way to escape out of here. So, Radu, you said you can turn invisible.
Give me a time, and yeah, I can.
How would you feel about going on a possible scouting mission and setting a fire across the opposite side of the sinkhole to possibly attract their attention, smoke them out, and we can make our escape once you return?
Which way is the wind blowing?
I think that you can make an executive decision. There's no wind here in this hidey hole.
Yeah, you'd have to go outside to know, because there's no wind in here. But yeah, I'll say you probably have about half an hour left on this rope trick. Yeah, there's a bunch of these guys scattered about. Oh.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Let these guys go.
More than happy to go.
Well, not you. Maybe these people won't be here. I can also be invisible. I can make two of us invisible.
Give me.
So that's 3 of the 4 of us invisible.
Sorry, I'm back. What? He can make 3 of us invisible?
2. So 3 out of 4 of us can be invisible when we pop out of here if these bugs are still chasing us.
Well,
But I think we should wait to see.
Well, if you use invisibility, whoever uses it will lose the ability to spend a short rest. Just keep that in mind.
Cool. We'll wait till we pop out and short rest.
Yeah, that's. I can't do anything unless I get a short rest,
Cool.
and then I
let's
can
finish.
do invisibility.
Let us finish this.
I can be a distraction, and you guys can be the invisible ones if that is need be. I am slightly resistant to these creatures.
Well, let's hope it doesn't get to that point.
Alright, so how much time do you want to pass, and what do you want to do?
Full
We're
hour?
casting the short rest in the rope trick, and we're going to get booted out of the rope trick. I think is the plan.
Alright, so you're just gonna wait in here till the rope trick ends?
Yeah.
Alright. Just hope that there are less of them out there when that happens.
Also to give us that short rest that we need.
Okay.
Yes.
So time is passing, you can go ahead and spend your short rest. Benefit from it. And as
Possibly
that
benefit
is
from it.
happening, you would indeed lose your hidey hole here. So you are popped out with several of them in the area. I would need initiative rolls.
Ignore that then.
Does someone want to play as our missing person, Felix? Or should I just put him in the background?
I would say just move into the background.
Yeah,
This
I don't want to be
is pretty
responsible for
complicated.
Alright, so I will place him in the background. Go ahead and give me initiative rolls.
I thought we were inside the building.
We are.
Yeah.
Sure, I can put you in the building.
Not great initiative rolls.
I would still
I'm-
need the initiative rolls, though.
I've rolled it, and I've also rolled it with my token selected, and the tracking order is not up, so it's not popping up.
Alright.
And
So, as you come out, forced out of the area, you would make some noise, and the creatures would move towards where you are. So the first act is going to be one of the chasmades. In fact, the one to the north.
Where's the door? Where are windows?
There are windows on... The door is on the... Well, I'll say it's on the back here. And there are windows on each side of the house.
Okay.
Shut up. Oh.
hey, there's Felix.
Do we have a Felix?
I'm waiting for my coworkers to arrive, but until they maybe I can play by voice. I don't know.
Let Lou roll for you.
I mean, you can certainly listen in.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
We're getting attacked by Casimir.
Yeah,
It's
they
okay.
just got
Real
kicked out
good.
of
We got
the...
our short rest.
I've been. I was watching the what do you call it? Twitch. So yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said,
Anyways, good luck.
if someone wants to
Good
play
luck.
Felix's character, that would be fine. I don't really want to play his character, but if someone else wants to, I think he'd be okay with that, I assume.
Felix, if you're okay, I'll do it.
I would be okay with it, but it's up to you guys.
I need you to direct me on what to do.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
Let me play. Yeah. How about this? It's. I think all complicates things because you have to go to my character sheet. Do you know where my character sheet is?
Lou will give me access.
Oh, you
Maybe
have...
not. Maybe not.
You that's right. You don't use the... No, never mind. We're just going to put it in the background.
Yeah.
I don't wanna
You
deal with
lost
that.
your
Maybe
privileges.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that would be too much to... Yeah.
I mean,
to-
I have the add-on, so if you had the link to the profile, I could do it. I could click links and stuff there, and just transmit them to the Roll20 chat. The problem is I can't change your health or anything on your sheet.
Yeah, it would be... Yeah, we can just... Yeah, we'll just keep him in the background. All right, so... Because I'm not even sure I can edit his sheet.
No, not unless you are the DM of a Roll20 or a D&D Beyond campaign that the character is assigned in.
Yeah. All right, so...
Sounds complicated. located.
The Chasme, upon you exiting into the house, is going to fly down at you, buzzing angrily. Are you all immune to the droning at this point?
It should be.
I
Yeah.
believe so. Is it all day, Lou?
Let me double check.
I wasn't sure if it was 24 hours every time.
Yeah, for 24 hours.
Oh, sweet.
So I think you're all immune to it at this point.
Yeah.
So it is going to lunge at Arch, attempting to sting him with its proboscis. I don't even know how to pronounce
So
it.
boss.
22, unfortunately, is going to strike you.
I am going to shield that.
Alright, so as it's about to strike, as a reaction, you throw up a shield, knocking the attack away. That's going to be it for that Chasme. Another one acts. It's going to fly in and come up to the window here. And this one is going to stab at Ashes. So a proboscis attack. 23, I believe, will strike you. I'm rolling really good right now.
Yeah, I can only get a 22 with my shield.
Alright, so you are struck for 17 piercing and 17 necrotic. And your max HP is reduced by 17.
I think I have something for this.
What do you have?
Never mind. He's not doing a saving throw, right? It's not a
There's
spell
no
effect.
save
No,
for it. It's automatic HP drain.
it's not a spell effect. Yep, I got nothing.
Alright, so yeah, you unfortunately would get some life drain on that.
Just a bar.
Oh, I'm getting some background noise from Felix, I think.
Partying too hard in San Francisco.
I know. Are you there, Felix?
The damage was poison? Was necrotic?
It's 17 piercing and 17 necrotic.
Piercing and necrotic.
Yeah. Alright, I might have to mute Felix, because I don't think he can hear me. Oh wait, he muted himself. Okay, good, he did hear me. Alright, so that is it for that one. Another Chasme buzzes over, and not knowing at first that you are shielded, and also these guys aren't the smartest, he will attack you. Mikey, 20, luckily will be shielded, and that will miss. The magical barrier holds Ashes.
I think that Where did we say the door is?
On the back of the hut. So back
Okay.
here.
And I would take an oppie. There's like windows or something that they're attacking us through, right?
Yeah, you could disengage, but if you just tried to run out, it would stab at you as you did.
Okay. My character sheet though. I'm gonna Misty Step. I'm trying to pull up my.
Alright, so a quick chant, and you will poof into mists, reappearing elsewhere.
I'm up level 2 spells and level 3. Oh. Let's do I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire. And I'm gonna change the type to let's do radiant.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the 20-foot diameter ring. So I think that's... Is that like that?
I have to read your spell. Let's see.
And the damage will be on the exterior. The ouchie side.
Okay.
And so I think that goes for like right through all three of them.
Yes.
All right.
Alright, so I believe they have to make dex saves. And what's the damage type you said?
Radiant.
Okay. So a wall of radiance. The first one will crit, so he would take half damage. Did you do a damage roll somewhere yet? 25, so he would take 12 radiant. Becoming winded. The second one will get a 16, which I think fails.
Correct.
So it is seared by holy energy, taking the full 25, becoming very angry at you. And the third one, let's see, will also try to get out of the way, but will also fail, taking 25.
Okay.
The fire burn, or the radiance burns around you.
And since I put them like half in and half out, what's the visibility situation?
You can still see them, because the ones there are still within the fire. They haven't left it yet. You can't see past them, though, and those outside can't see you.
Right. But the ones that are in the fire can see us, because...
Yeah, they're still within the radiant energy.
But they can see. Like they would still be able to oppie me if I step away.
Yes, they're technically partially through it.
Okay. I think then I have to stay put. Let me just check something. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all I've got. That's my turn.
Okay, so you are concentrating on the wall. Another Chasme is going. It's just gonna move around, looking for a way in. Taking the dodge action. Radu.
So, do we actually... Can we see them, or...
You can see the three that are in the wall.
Wait, why is this guy X'd out? That's weird. Yeah, you can see them. They're basically partially within the radiant energy right now.
This one is going to get shot at.
Shot at? Oh, you're blasting him? He's right next to you.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like right next to the window where you are.
Sorry, then I will be striking. I apologize.
Yeah, no, he's within melee range. He's just like basically like on the window, like trying to poke in. So yeah, he's within melee range. They all are right now. Oh, alright. So unfortunately, your first swing will go wide. And 14 will just miss AC 15.
I'm done. Next.
Alright, Clank. You do hear more buzzing from outside, from where the hive is.
Oh, I think I am going to upcast invisibility on
Not me.
myself and Ashes because of what Mikey said, or Arch had said before.
Alright, so you cast invisibility on the two of you, so you would
Yeah.
vanish from view.
I would, before I go, I would look at Raju and say, "We must flee." Like the
I'm
bug
not
that
walking through
chased us.
fire.
Yeah, you aren't wrong. So that was action. Bonus action, I'm gonna use defensive field to get some temp HP.
Alright, so you regain some temp HP. We're getting, with your defensive field. So your turn is ending.
Yep.
Arch.
Okay. I guess I need to know, do they take damage at the beginning or the end of their turn?
End of their turn, or if they enter it.
Okay. I am going to yell to Ashes to drop her thing so we can escape. As I am going to use my action. Turn the Faithless.
Alright, so you channel divinity, attempting to fear them.
And it's I can get 4 of them around us. I can't get the guy with that's next, but
Alright. So that is a wisdom save, I believe. Yeah. What's the DC on that?
I think it is 16. Let me double check. 16.
Alright. The first one will make it, resisting the fear effect. Second one will make it, resisting.
Huh.
Third one will also make it.
God damn, Lou.
Fourth one will also make it, so none of them
Oh,
are
my word.
affected. Unfortunate.
Wow. All right. Well,
The demons continue to come at you.
That sucks. Well, shit. I have my bonus action and move speed. Okay. Shit. What do I do for a bonus action here? Anything?
Telekinetic shove.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna hang out here then.
Alright, that is it for you. Your turn is ending. The other Chasme is gonna buzz towards where you guys are. Take the dodge action. As
And
he
he takes
does.
damage if he gets within 10 feet of the wall.
Oh, is it 10 feet? Alright, so then he is not trying to get damaged, so he'll fly around the perimeter. Dodging. That's it for him. New round. So the Chasme in here already. He's very angry at Ashes, but cannot get to her. So he is just gonna... I think...
I think he takes the damage again. Oh, it's only if he ends his turn, isn't it? Never mind. Okay.
Or if he enters or ends is for this.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Alright, he's gonna go for Arch again. So another proboscis attack. Oh, that is gonna crit. Oh, that's not good.
Wait, I might have... No, never mind. Not unless I upcast it to level 4. Oh, I don't have it prepared anyway. Never mind. Sorry.
Alright,
Do
so
I go over anything? I don't think I do.
I do have something. Sorry, give me just a second. It's...
sure.
No, I'm mixing up my characters. Sorry, go ahead. Proceed.
Alright, so you
Shit.
are caught off guard, taking an unexpected hit for, let's see, 34 piercing and 47 necrotic.
I will take half of that necrotic.
Alright, so luckily you reduce it down to 23 necrotic.
So
and
47 and 23?
Yeah. And the 23 is life drain, so that minuses from your total.
It's 47 and 23?
No, it's let's see, what's 16 and 18? 30.
16 is 4, so 34.
Yeah, 34 piercing and 23 necrotic.
Oh god, so the total is 57?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Max HP is reduced from the sting. That will end that Chasme's turn. Oh, sorry, he is going to back up, giving both of you oppies if you want to take them.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Alright, so
Oh, I'm the only one. Wait. I'm the only one by this window now, right?
No, it's you and Clank.
But the west window, you can't see ashes anymore, right? So
Well, the ones who are in the wall can see in. But the
yeah,
ones
but
else...
ashes is invisible now.
No, you and Clank are invisible.
I am not.
Oh, I thought you cast it
Who did
on...
Clank cast it on?
Yeah, who'd you
Clank
cast it on,
cast it on
Clank?
you and Ish.
Ashes.
Okay, well then I marked the
Oh,
wrong
I
person.
didn't realize that. Okay.
Alright, go ahead and make yourself invisible, Ashes.
Okay.
Alright, so you're going to take the oppie?
So this dude from the west can only see me now, right?
You can see Radu,
Yes,
probably.
and Radu.
Then I am not going to take this oppie, actually.
Alright, so he is going to buzz backwards, trying to get away from the wall and end his turn. The one to the south is going to sting Ashes, or at least attempt to.
She's invisible, though.
Yeah,
Disadvantage.
it's a disadvantage.
You can still swing at my claws.
Oh.
So,
I would have taken
and you are invisible.
And Radu's not.
Crit becomes an 8, and that will miss. So he is going to leave, giving you an oppie if you want to take it, Radu.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's a
bad rolls
crap
there.
night for me. Oh, no, it's extreme rolls.
Yeah,
Look
it's,
at the
it's
advantage.
Christmas. All right. So he flies away. Ashes, you realize you are invisible. Lucky, because that stab looked painful.
I will back away.
All right, so 15 feet of movement. I assume opening the door. You're not currently stealthing, so keep that in mind.
Right.
And also, if you walk out, you will take fire or radiant wall damage.
Right, if I walk through my wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, Is there, any... Can I see out the back of this house right now?
No, you would just see the radiant light beaming everywhere.
Oh, that's right, because of the... Okay. But before I put up the wall, like, is there...
So you You would hear them buzzing around like to the north and
Right.
around you, so you know where they are. You just don't see them.
Can I I mean, I was considering using Dimension Door. I just not real clear on some of the. Yeah.
I think that would break invisibility, but you can certainly do it. It would get you far away from
That
here.
would break invisibility. You're right. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think about that. I guess I can't do anything. I can't do anything without losing my invisibility.
Well, you could take the damage from the wall and just run through. That will keep you invisible. Although you might want to wait till you're stealthing, or you could drop the wall, but dropping the wall might be a bad idea.
Well, they told me to drop the wall, but I want to wait until one of them is actually ready to. One of my colleagues is actually ready to flee. So I think all I can do is stealth.
All right. So you take a stealth action, trying to be very quiet as you wait for your opportunity to do something. Holding the spell for now. Go ahead and roll stealth, and I believe that is going to be it for you.
Yeah.
Right. So the Chasme outside is going to continue to buzz around, looking for an opportunity to swoop in at someone, so he just kind of keeps an eye on things. Radu.
Did you miss the dude to our west, Lou?
Which dude?
This one.
Did I? I did.
I think you did.
Alright, so he will go then. He's going to attack you, Arch.
Yep.
Attempting a Proboscis Sting, 22.
Oh, alright, shield it.
Alright, so after that last hit, you are not taking any chances, and you knock his stinger away. Afterward, he is going to leave, giving you an oppie if you want to take it.
I can't because I shielded.
You shielded. Yeah, you are correct. Alright, so he buzzes away, ending his turn. Now it's Radu. So they're all out for now, but you do hear them buzzing around angrily outside the hut.
And I can't see them because of this spell.
Yeah, you can only hear them. So you kind of know where they are, you just don't see where they are. You could shoot at them at disadvantage.
Yeah, I would say, tell me when you want me to drop it. The Radiance.
It has given us some breathing room. We should prepare to maybe flee. Enum would say.
I'm ready to run. I'm going to go to the south to see if I can get them to follow me instead of you guys.
I drop it when Radu looks like he's ready to sprint off.
But then what will you do if they follow you? They will kill you.
We'll be right behind you, Radu.
I'm going to run up my fastest and try to dodge and hopefully become invisible.
Says these are Ironheart would say these creatures are faster than you. I don't think I don't think you can get away.
If I can pull them away from everybody else, this is a good thing.
Says, are we going to sacrifice him for the rest of us?
Yes, I am.
Well, now that we've gotten them to back off, we could use a new strategy and go ahead and fight them.
How long does the wall last?
Find it.
How much breathing room do you have?
We're hearing, Miri, Lou said we're hearing more droning going on from inside the hive.
Oh, okay. It's 1 minute.
Alright. So I'll drop us out of combat for now since you guys are talking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But you are holding the spell.
How long the invisibility last?
That's an hour.
Okay.
So Ironheart would say, well, we have a minute. I, for one, do not agree with losing a comrade if there is another way. But
Radu, did you not say that you could make yourself invisible?
Yes, I can. But I don't
we
know.
are still one short.
I have my mount, and I have another Turn the Faithless, and I have healing spells, and I'm immune to their damage. We'll have resistance to their damage.
Maybe you heal yourself now.
That's a good time to do that. I am going to lay on hands for 40.
Alright, so you cast a lay on hands. Go ahead. You said 40.
No, I'm going to keep 6 of it, I guess, because my total max is dropped. I forgot.
Yeah. Anyone else casting anything or doing anything as your time is starting to wane and the spell will be over soon?
Right
He's
before
gonna do a little bird dance, but nobody can see.
right before the spell is over, I tell Radu, let me lead, and I will try to turn them and then go.
Okay. Everybody's going east. I was thinking about going south.
I will go south in your stead,
Be safe.
and I will meet you. Let us say, I don't know. I think there was some crossroads at the east, right, Lou?
If you stay within 300 feet of me, then I could warp you.
Oh,
And
okay.
once I'm out of sight of them, I would lose my invisibility, but I could warp you. You have to be within 300 feet of me.
Are you still severely injured?
Me?
No, him.
No, sorry, I'm max now.
Okay.
Alright, so you would all feel strange suddenly, as if some kind of magical effect was trying to take hold of you. You believe someone is trying to teleport you, but you would have to be willing. Do you want to allow it, or are you going to resist?
I'll allow it.
Alright, so I guess...
I don't think... I mean, worst it can do is put us in the middle of another nest of enemies. Same situation we're in now.
Is anyone resisting it? Alright, so you see...
Yeah.
Clank is?
A spell effect, an effect on us?
Yes, like I said, you think someone is trying to teleport you.
Oh. Ooh, no, I will not.
Alright, so you feel the magics encircling you, and you allow them to take hold. Alright, a moment later, you would all vanish. As a familiar feeling of teleportation is upon you. When things kind of come to, you are... Let's see. Looks like you are a little ways away on a kind of a hill that's pretty far away from the city, and you are surrounded by devils. Several of them cease their chanting, and one of them says something in Infernal, to which the other one says, do any of you speak Infernal?
Yes.
Alright, so he would say, success, you there. And another one would say in common, I doubt they speak our language. You are the...
I would keep silent so that I can hear what they say.
He says, you, Crow, you are the one that serves, what god, or what demon did you say you serve, or devil?
Beelzebub.
He says, you are the one who serves Beelzebub. He says, we saw your people attacked, or, yes, your forces attacked within Deathrin. He says, we have come to your aid. He says, any help that you can offer in these battles will be useful. He says, but I will expect payment for us saving you.
I would expect nothing less than to expect you to expect payment.
He says, I am Krusk, and you are?
I'll bang my hammer against my shield and say, they call me Clank.
Clank, bird person. It's not often we see mortals fighting in the blood wars. Your mercenary group must be quite strong to survive in a place like this.
Very foul.
Yes, indeed. He says, and what about you? He looks over at Arch. He says, you are actually an Aasimar. Why would an Aasimar serve Beelzebub?
I do whatever suits my needs. And it's worked out favorably for me. But you need not worry about that. I offer my thanks as you offering us getting out of that dilemma while we are on this quest for Beelzebub. And as repayment, we shall offer you our assistance with one thing before we must get back.
Give me a deception check.
Ooh.
So he kind of eyes you curiously. He says, I don't think you're being completely honest with me. Tell me specifically why you serve a devil.
We have all been Beelzebub has seen our skills elsewhere and entrusted us with gathering things for him, going on missions that are too important to hand over to simple soldiers.
I also jump in and I say, in this land of devils and demons, who would you have me follow if I wish to save my own life?
Both of you give me another deception check.
I'm going to use a Kenku recall to get advantage.
Okay.
I'm going to use an inspiration to get advantage.
Okay.
Oh, I got a story point too for journal. Hold on.
And just to let you know, you are surrounded by devils right now. This is a small military force. There's about 40 of them.
I fear no death.
So he eyes you suspiciously. He says, "True enough, Celestial." He says, "You are lucky that you serve someone I am allied with, or else I'd have my people pull you apart."
I'd like to see them try. I've taken down less of the men than you.
Give
me
an intimidation check.
Oh.
He says, I've never seen a single Celestial take down a group of 40 devils. He says, I'm now curious to see if you could even do it.
It's because they're not there to tell the story.
Oh, I thought you were talking about ripping them apart.
Give me another intimidation check.
Oh my god!
That's sexy.
I'm gonna story point that, Lou.
You're gonna story point? Alright, go for it.
Oh my god.
One of them will say to him in Infernal, if we do start a fight with them, even if we win, it would make a lot of noise, and those
I'll help you out.
Kazme?
The Kazme are still very much active in the area. I think it would be wise to just take them and go. Krusk nods.
Captain Krusk.
This is Birdman, yes.
Are you befallen of the sickness that this abyss causes, being around demons?
He says the chaos plague does not affect outsiders like devils and demons. Only your people must fear it. He says it looks like one of yours.
That's kind of what I assumed.
Looks like one of your ranks has been severely affected. He says, pointing at Balak. Perhaps we should just put him
what do you
down.
want in exchange? What do you want in exchange for you saving us?
He says, well, as I said, perhaps we should put down that one. He's on the brink of madness, you can tell.
He's on the brink of madness. Yeah, go ahead.
I say his madness is serving Beelzebub's purpose here.
How so?
What's it called when scientists do stuff? Is it called experiment, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I was remembering something.
We hope to learn from the madness gone crazy and see how we can apply these to others outside just this realm alone.
And likewise, this one, as the bearded one said.
Give me a deception check.
Do you think Beelzebub wishes to just take over this realm? Fools. Oh my god. Oh, okay, there we go. Fuck.
He says, I don't
You
see
saw
it.
the 14.
Madness is a liability. Chaos is what creates demons. I don't see what there is to be
but didn't you
benefited
just
from
admit
causing
that
someone
there's a
to go
way-
insane. It seems
Didn't
like
you
a foolish endeavor. But
you just admitted to knowing of ways to prevent this disease. Eh? Imagine an army immune to the madness.
he says, well, there are medicines to treat it. I don't understand. What does this have to do with why this one's insane?
We wish to study him and learn more about the madness. And armies are not much of a fight if half their men are going crazy. Chaos falls upon them through the madness.
Well, whatever the case may be, he's your problem, but if he goes mad, we will put him down. Just be warned.
Oh, completely understandable. We plan on doing so as well.
So-
I'll be part of the experiment.
You really gotta take us back to your camp?
We
Could you let us be on our way to find these treasures that Beelzebub seeks?
He says, actually, if it's treasure he seeks, then I'd like to see where they are. So perhaps you could take us with you.
Ooh. My own little demon army. Or devil army.
Listen, we could take a small contingent with us, but I would say nothing more than just probably a few of your finest.
Give me a persuasion. He says, perhaps you could just tell me what treasures that he seeks. Maybe I'll make a judgment call as to whether they're worth my time.
You would like to know, wouldn't you?
Yes, that's why I just asked.
It makes sense. That would be why he asked.
I will say I cannot tell you all, but I can tell you we search for a way to not only cause madness but cure it.
He says, I thought there was a cure for the madness already.
But do you know the cure?
He says, I don't. I am not, our people have
Exactly.
no reason to need such a thing. He says, is that what you seek, a cure? That's not a treasure. He seems
Not just
disappointed.
that, but we seek the graves of some of the most powerful demons and fiends that have walked this plane. For sure, their bodies would have treasures with them entombed.
Give me a deception.
I'm going to use another Kenku recall to get advantage.
Okay.
Can I possibly sway since I did say we were trying to find a way to cure it? Could I use a persuasion rather than deception?
Not for this. For the grave
Okay.
deception, this would be a deception.
Can I use a story point reroll? I haven't used one yet today.
So you had advantage 12, so you
Correct.
want to re-roll the 12?
I think so. No, I'll stick with the 12. That's too expensive.
He narrows his eyes. He says, I don't think you're being honest with me, which is a shame, as I just saved you all, and still you spin falsehoods. He says, there is no treasure, is there? You're just trying to waste my time. Lead me away from the real goals of Beelzebub.
Take us to the graves. As you see, we are outsiders to this plane. Take us to the graves, and we might be able to share some treasures we find.
He says, devils and demons don't usually have graves, as we don't remain dead. When we die, we are just sent back to be reformed. When you say,
are there graves?
He says, if you...
On the,
Go ahead.
there are graves on this abyss, no? On this plane, no?
He says there are corpses. There are dead who fell in battle, but those are mostly unmarked. He says if there are graves, I don't know of any.
I say, and who are you to question Beelzebub? Do you know what his mind inquires? Do you know the greater mysteries and plans that our Lord, wishes to follow? I think not. Even we not know the extent of what he is planning. We only follow our orders as given.
Give me another deception.
And I can't use another inspiration, right? Because I already used one. So
Yes.
No, you can't.
okay.
So he says, I do not question Beelzebub, as I am not speaking to Beelzebub, just people who claim to serve him. I've seen no proof of this other than what you say. He says, and your words reek of falsehoods. He says, I'm starting to think that we saved a bunch of pretenders from a death they deserved.
Sorry.
I am yeah. I'm going to say I'm like, we are not allowed to reveal our truths to you. Allies we may be, and we may be able to assist each other, but our greater purpose lies elsewhere. And as I said, if you wish to send a small contingent with us, we may gladly accept the help, and they can report back to you. But
we're here to find the graves of the most powerful that have fallen.
Give me, I guess,
But yeah, if you doubt us, why don't you send a small group with us?
where is this location you seek?
Oh, we were hoping you would also have
Give me,
information about that.
before that, give me persuasion checks. The two of you.
I hope you're as good, Mikey.
these are such bad rolls. I don't know what to do.
He says, where is this site exactly?
I say, there are. I'm gonna say, no.
I'm hoping
There are
it
two.
was in those
our
ruins
map.
where you were overwhelmed.
But we were looking in there because we weren't sure if they were there or not. Our map was destroyed following several encounters, so we're trying to do our best to find this area I was hoping you'd have some knowledge of past battles.
Since there have been battles all over these places, do you not have a
Yeah.
specific location?
I will say the one specific location I know we are headed to next is to the northwest. We seek a specific item called the Dusk Flower.
He says, I thought you sought graves.
That is only part of our goal. As I said, we have a few things we are searching for, and we cannot reveal everything to you. But seeing as you have backed us into a corner, I will tell you we are searching for the Dusk Flower. It is one of our items, one of the treasures we seek.
One of the devils will say, it's within the caves to the northwest. They speak true of that. We've seen them. He says, and what do these flowers have to do with the graves you seek?
Who said that they were one and the same? They serve different purposes for us. One is to gather magical items from fallen comrades, from our allies who have fallen in battle across the plains. The other is to help not only cure the madness, but learn of its ways so we may bestow it upon our enemies.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
And these items were gifts from Beelzebub that he wishes to reclaim.
He says, well, I have no interest in your flower, but these items, I'm very interested in those. Tell me, where are these graves with these magical items?
That is part of our goal, is to find and search.
He says, well, where were you going to search next?
I think we should go to the flowers and then go try to find the graves after that. But that's just my opinion. I'm not the brains of this operation.
He says, no, we're going to look for the graves first.
Oh, that's lovely. Where are the graves? Where are we going then?
Can you tell us some locations of some great battles that we may go search the corpses there? I'm sorry, my friend, he speaks, the common language. Sometimes things get lost in translation. It's not necessarily graves. We're searching for the corpses themselves.
Give me another deception. He says, again, you lie to me like I'm some kind of fool. He says, I do not believe that you are looking for any specific battlefields. I think you just try to waste my time.
I look over at him and I go, you are the fool for challenging us. How dare you? Like, we are on this mission and you come
Wait. Set your ego down. We don't need to agitate these guys. Look, we don't have specific information, so we have to go to the graves and then go to the graves and go to the graves to find the right shit. We don't have the exact, but we know what we're looking for. When we get there, we just have to get to the right places. So he's posturing, and I apologize that he's posturing, but I'm going to use a story point with this deception roll I'm about to make. But we don't know which ones. We just need to go to them until we find the damn things.
So the story point...
We wouldn't be doing...
You can story point to reroll. Do you mean use inspiration?
Oh, okay. I think I'm out of inspiration.
Because you can use an inspiration point to gain advantage. I'm not sure how many...
Then I'm going to roll a deception, and then... Oh, actually it works, so I didn't need the story point.
So he regards you a moment. He says...
It's his penis measuring contest. I apologize.
He says, this feels like trickery, but if there is a chance it's something to be gained for my army, it might be worth looking into. He says, these demon armies have been more bothersome than expected, and my commander, General Traskar, is going to want results. Or is going to want to be presented with better results than I have to give him. He says maybe these items can benefit both of us.
How have they been messing with you?
The demons?
Yeah, how have they been more than normal?
He says, I don't
bothersome,
know.
You said bothersome.
They seem to be more numerous in this area recently. I don't know why, but we've seen
Aye.
a huge horde of them to the south, near the mountainous areas.
Okay.
I might we go? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Says, I'll search in these areas where you say there may be items, but I warn you, if we don't find anything, you will pay. I don't like to be lied to.
Did you listen to what I said though? Is we don't know exactly where. We just know it's in this general vicinity. So that's why why we're working on it is because we're not the strong force you are. We can go and be used to find shit and deal with smaller issues.
Give me another persuasion.
Oh, persuasion?
We can be
I'll take
sneaky.
deception or persuasion. All right, 20. He says you'd better.
Expendable, yeah.
He says you'd better hope there's something to be found. He says
I do.
This feels like you are all lying to me, but if there is if there is a chance that there's something of value, then I will spare you. But at this point, if not, you will be put down. So I hope luck is on your side.
Me too.
If it comes to that, you shall be the first that my quarterstaff beats down.
Oh, set the ego aside, my friend.
Give me.
I don't like being threatened. And
You act like devils know the way other than power. Power is what speaks most volume.
Give me an intimidation. He says we're devils, not demons. He says we make agreements. Alright, where's the first location? I shall come with you and we will see what sort of results you can produce.
I think that's up to you, Clank. Where are we going?
Well,
one of the guys says, Captain, we might want to wait till after... Wait, what time is it?
I don't know.
Let me go see.
I mean, you folks know where we're at, right?
He says, Captain, we might want to wait we might want to wait a few hours and lay low. He says, if those Chaz may find us and bring the swarm, it could be dangerous. I suggest we move east along the side of the mountain. And I think only one of you understands what he's saying. And Crust kind of sighs, with frustration. He says, we're losing time. But you do make a good point. I don't want to deal with those Chazme if I can help it. He says, alright, we're going to go back and set camp in the shadows for a couple of hours to let the bugs calm down. You will join us.
You don't want us to scout ahead?
No.
I mean, you
come with us.
have clearly the magic to track us and teleport us to your being at will, eh?
He says, I can do it when you are within sight range of my casters. I cannot do it randomly wherever you are. He says, now come with us. You will set camp with us, and then we will move out in several hours.
How did you teleport me if I was invisible?
He says, we aim the spell from within the fire.
No, that makes sense.
He says, my casters targeted the area.
I mean, devil's okay. Okay.
Alright, so they
What
are
sort of food? Yeah,
go ahead.
I was just going to make small chat about food and stuff.
So they are going to basically move this small force kind of a little bit to the southeast of here, moving into the shadow of the mountain where the group will be well hidden, and then they basically start setting up camp. What does the party want to do? The demons are the devils have been keeping a close eye on you as you go. Though none of them have made any hostile movement towards you. But they're definitely, watching you.
Radu's just acting normal in their group.
Alright, so time is passing. If you're doing anything, let me know. It seems like they want to stay here for a couple of
I'm
hours.
definitely trying to take a long rest. I do not look well.
Yeah, several
Like,
of
if we're-
you are dealing with the sickness of the Chasme. So, as you are kind of all resting, looking wounded, drained, one of the devils would come over. It looks like he is like Krusk. What's the name of this devil type? It is it's a barb devil, but let me double check that. Most of his forces are barb devils like him. Beans. Yeah, so they're all barb devils. But one of them would approach your group and say, oh, the Chaz may have stung you. I can tell. They've drained some of your life force.
It is only a flip wound.
I might have a cure for you. He says, if you're willing to make a deal.
I would stick my crow feathers out and say, be cautious of the deals you make. You know where the last one got us.
Poughkeepsie? No, wait. Sorry. Wrong place.
What is this deal you speak of?
He says, I have a concoction that can free you from the pain of the life drain effect. He says, but... Go ahead.
Sorry.
Do you what?
What do we know of this effect? Does it go away with a long rest?
Do you have medicine?
I don't think I do.
You can try to use medicine or knowledge arcana to know more about
I have
the
arcana.
creature.
I didn't know if we had already encountered it before that fight or not, so yeah.
I don't know if the group has. Alright. So Clank, you think that with a long rest the life drain should go away.
Cool.
Although it sounds like they intend to have you move out before the end of the day, from what he was saying.
I will make sure everybody in the party knows that.
So he'll say, as I said, I could give you a concoction to help deal with this issue. He says, but I will need something from you. He says, do any of you have soul coins?
Soul coins?
Yes.
I pull out a gold piece.
He said, worthless. I need soul coins for my trade. He says, I take it by your surprise that you're not familiar with this currency.
I am not.
He says, what else would you have to offer for something this valuable?
I say, whoa, back up. Tell me about these soul coins.
He smiles. He says, mortals will often give their souls for dark favors from our kind. He says, many a time such souls are put into coin and traded among the fiends of the realms, especially with the devils. Deals are struck on few or quite many soul coins, but they contain the souls of a humanoid, or soul of a humanoid.
That sounds fascinating.
I bet a celestial soul coin would be quite valuable. He smiles at you.
I say, and you wish to offer something, you wish for us to offer something this valuable for something that will be solved anyways in 12 hours.
He says, if you make it 12 hours, sounds like we're heading to battlefields where we could encounter dangerous enemies.
Danger is my middle name.
He says, well, I did offer you, but if you wish to chance it, I will respect that. He says, let me know if you change your mind. He kind of snickers as he walks away.
I look at him.
I look at him and I say, "Hey, hold on real quick. Tell you what, you give me a potion, and I won't let you die in front of me next time I see it, instead of saving you."
Such a brute offer. He says, I am a devil. I can only be bargained with properly. He says, I'm not interested in your pompous pompous intimidation attempts. He says, you will be the ones out on the fields looking for these items that you have claimed exist. I will be in support. I think you will be in much more danger than I.
We'll find out.
We shall. He says, if you have something valuable to trade, let me know. Otherwise, be gone with you. And then he'll just
Didn't
walk
he
away.
come to us? Yeah. Be gone with you. No.
Well, he tried to walk away, and he said, stay. All right, so at this point, he's just going to leave. Because he doesn't seem to think you have anything valuable. Enum would say, these devils, they're interesting.
How so, Enum?
He says, well, they have us dead to rights, yet they're still trying to make deals. I'm surprised they don't just take what they wish from us, as many in positions of power might, such as demons.
So when we decided to go back to camp, I thought that meant we were going to rest. But you're saying now that we are not going to be able to actually pass a rest?
He said we should wait some time until the Chaz may calm down. He didn't actually say we're going to rest the evening, because it's still pretty early. It's only a few hours into the morning. So you're not sure, but it sounds like from what that guy said that they don't intend to give you a whole day here.
Ah, man.
Then I do indeed fear that I may not be of much use. I do have some magic left, but I am out of many types of magic, and I am badly hurt.
Says it has been a tough morning. I am not surprised. Do you have any other things, such as scrolls, that could be of help?
Well, maybe. I would pull out.
Perhaps she can use scrolls in this case where she is down on resources, much as the rune masters of my squad did. They always had several scrolls in reserve.
I've got some potions, and that's
Unless
about
you-
all I have.
Yeah, I'm pretty bare.
Unless the new characters were able to start with some scrolls in their pockets, I feel like we're pretty slim on items.
He says, oh, well, it was just a thought. He just kind of goes back to looking out at the devils, contemplating things.
I appreciate that thought. It was a good thought. Friends, do we see much of an opportunity to survive or escape this?
We'll find out when we get there.
Balak is a little bit out of it. He's not going completely mad, but he is kind of losing it a little bit, mumbling a bunch and kind of rocking back and forth. Ironheart would say, well, we just, have to be careful that we don't let them see this too much, or they might just decide to put him down. He says, do we know where we're leading them first?
Oh, we don't really, right?
Well, Clank, you need to pick something. Why not pick something close to the Dark Flower? Just happens to be nearby.
Well, we do know where that one grave site is. I assume we don't want to lead them there.
Yeah, probably not.
Hey, Ashes, can I cast a spell on you? A beneficial spell?
She looks a little bit suspicious, but you've had plenty of chance to hurt her before now, so.
I didn't hear what you said before that. Sure, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, she reluctantly agrees
There you go.
as he does a cure spell on you.
Oh, thank you. I'm
You're
afraid
welcome.
that it's a little bit helps, yes.
You need more ashes.
Yes.
Okay. I will lay on hands my last 6 HP to her.
Well, hold on to that. If I can get another
Hold on,
rest,
wait,
I can get mine back.
I can only I don't require more healing. I require rest so that I am back to my full health ability.
She speaks of the life drain of the Probiscus attack of the Chasme. I myself am quite afflicted by it. Yeah, we've all taken a bit of the venom, Ironheart says, or at least many of you have.
Do you need healing, or is it also rest for you, Ironheart?
He says, I could use... Oh, wait. Yeah, Ironheart would say, I could use some rest, but I can make it... I can soldier through if needed. He says,
But no healing?
My form is still in pretty good condition. He says, they only got a couple of hits in on me. Actually, let me take a look at him. How is he doing? Yeah, no, he says I'm doing all right. I think I should be okay.
Okay. Anybody else before we do a rest?
Yeah, it's about 10, or I'll say 11 o'clock right now, so you would have had time to do one rest.
A second short rest.
Well, first short rest.
Oh, okay.
Well, when you say second, like since they set camp, you would have had time to do
time to do one.
One. Yeah, just like this would be enough time to do one short rest.
Cool.
So if
Does anybody need healing before?
I
can do
can
another.
always use healing. I mean, not always, but I can definitely use healing right now.
There you go.
Thank you.
Alright, so you feel a bit better as he casts another heal. Clank, did you say you're gonna walk off?
I think so, yeah.
Alright. So time is passing. Clank, you kind of move along the edges of their strike force, getting some pretty nasty looks from some of the barbed devils, but you would walk up to the one who you believe is some sort of either healer or potions master, and he would smile and he says, I knew I'd see you again. My offer was too valuable.
No. Where's Captain Crust?
He says, I don't know. Why are you here if you wish to speak with Krusk?
Oh, I'm just trying to find him. I figured me walking away would draw attention. And that would lead me to Captain Crust.
He says, if you keep moving along the forces here, I believe he's at the northern end of the camp, but I don't know.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alright, so you go to Krusk, who is talking to several of his people. He says, Birdman, Clank, what do you want? Have you perhaps remembered where the grave sites are and come to tell me?
Yeah, we should talk in private here.
Leave us. And they all give him a respectful bow as they walk away. Yes, where are they?
So your men didn't seem to believe us, eh? Or what have they told you?
Believe you. I don't understand.
Never mind. Do you have any maps of epic battles and well, actually, let me divert before we get into that discussion. These demons encounters have been pretty intense, eh?
Yes, the demonic forces are much more expansive than we thought they'd be. He says our campaign in this realm, in this area, does not go well, and to falter in the blood wars could mean torture and death for my unit.
What if I were to tell you that this plane is not the only plane where the demon presence has become rather increased?
He says, what are you saying?
These demons have threatened other planes, which may be the reason that I came here.
He says, I thought you came here to seek some sort of grave site for Beelzebub.
Yes, that's what I've told my friends. But if I'm to be honest with you, I appreciate their safety. We're here to we came here. Well, we arrived here on accident, and it's a result of demon presence on other planes. And I wish that my friends return to their original plane, and hope that we can make a deal for that.
He just looks at you for a second, then laughs. And he says, so you are not of Beelzebub, and you've completely lied about why you are here and your usefulness.
I'm coming to you in hopes for a good deal. We are. I am still very useful.
He says, I would choose my words carefully, because as I see it right now, you are of no use to me, you or your friends. Except perhaps as playthings for my demonic or my devil horde. So how is it that you, as a mere mortal creature, not associated with any of my allies, are of use to me?
Well, I'm hoping to protect my friends, and you can use me as you please. But I'm quite skilled in a lot of things. Or you can just own my soul.
Give me a persuasion with advantage. He says, oh, you're offering me your soul. That might be of some value.
That's what I figured.
He says, I cannot bring your friends home. Just because I am a devil does not mean I can freely travel through the planes, especially to re-enter the material plane. He says, but perhaps if you give me your soul, I can guarantee that I don't kill you and your friends right now. As I said,
what if your group helps escort us to various places we need to go? You protect us and help ensure that my friends get to the other plane safely.
Says, for one humanoid soul, that's not worth that much of my time. He says, as I said, I can guarantee that you and your friends will not be killed, as you are pretty much worthless to us outside of your soul and service. That's all I'll offer you for your bird soul.
No protection?
He says, no, I'm not a mercenary group. I have my orders to fight the demons. And you have shown to be of very little help, or very little use to me. Now, if you're not serving one of my allies.
Well,
Unless
and if I
there's
don't?
something else you can offer me that might be of value.
Well, what else is of value to offer? Work on a different plane?
He thinks for a moment. And he says, it was somewhat impressive that a group of mortals could walk into a Chasme hive and come out alive. He says, perhaps you are more skilled fighters than I initially gave you credit.
Uh, yeah, that's, you know, not in truth. Why didn't you just take the things you wanted from us when you first met us?
Because you claim to be the ally, or you claim to be an ally of our allies, to work for
Yeah.
Beelzebub. He says that is the only thing that kept us from, or even gave us any type of wanting to save you from those ruins and from those Chasme.
Well, we appreciate that.
He says, well, now it was obviously a falsehood, and it was a waste of my time. He
I
says,
think
oh,
we could still find you treasures, or find a way to the scout areas and shut down some of this demon infestation. As I said, it's been surging in many places.
he says, how about this? I'm going to ask you to sign a contract that states you will not lie to me, as long as
Okay.
as long as we speak. He says, if you agree to sign that contract, I will continue this discussion.
What else
Otherwise,
is in this contract?
he says, harsh penalties should you lie.
And what do I get from it?
He says, you get to keep talking to me.
So I don't have much of a choice, or you'll just chop my head off here.
He says, as I said, you are not of much use to me, you or your friends, as you are not allies of Beelzebub. And helping you is going to most likely get me in more trouble with my captain, General Krask.
I don't like this, but I think I've backed myself into a corner, my friend.
He says, good. And he takes out a contract that basically, it's pretty long for just saying you won't lie to him. It seems like there's a lot of subtext in it about penalties for breaking the contract. Do
I guess
you have Arcana, right?
yeah.
Give me an Arcana check. Yeah, so you are pretty sure this is a devil's contract, which is very dangerous to break, as really bad things can happen to you.
And it's that simple, not lie.
Yeah, it's basically saying that you agree to not tell any falsehoods or stretching of the truth when speaking with what's this guy's name again? When speaking
Captain
with
Crust.
while speaking with Captain Krusk.
And is there somewhere in here about my friends being safe?
No, it has nothing. There's no agreeing to anything but you telling him the truth. He says, if
Cool.
you wish
Well,
your friends to be safe, then I will possibly make you a different offer once I know the truth of your origins and why you're here.
cool. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll sign it.
All right. So you do a quick. He says you'll have to prick your finger and sign in blood.
Cool.
Alright, so you sign the contract in blood, and it will immediately flame up and disappear. And he kind of smiles and says, alright, so why are you actually within the abyss, you and your mercenary friends?
We were exploring caves and places, and came upon a portal to the abyss, and demons were pouring through it, and I had to go through the portal and prevent a further demon invasion of my home plane.
He says there was an active portal connecting to a planar world. What plane are you from? What world?
I believe it's the material plane. That is where Uskenku originates. Aye?
Says there are different material planes. Which one do you hail from? What is the name of your world?
Gaia.
He says I'm familiar with Gaian. And where was this active portal?
It was underground beneath the town of Char, I believe.
He says no, I mean on the abyss. Where was it on the abyss?
Oh, do you have a map?
He nods, and he'll kind of show you a map of the area.
I would use my Kenku recall to memorize that map.
Okay.
Or not Kenku recall, but mimic something. There's something Kenkus have. Expert duplication, and point to the cave to the south.
So I think you would have to copy it.
Okay.
Because it says, when you
Okay.
copywriting or
Cool.
craft work. But you point to the south, he says, so that's why there is such a sudden swell in demonic forces. He says, is it still open?
No,
Yeah.
not that I know of.
Well, it could have been useful
Wait.
for us to know. A little side trip to the material plane could have been just what we needed to gain some power and favor. He says, how did it close?
I used magic developed by the ancient rune masters.
You must be quite powerful to be able to close an active portal.
And might be useful to you, but yeah.
He says, and I
One time.
assume you don't actually serve any devil or demon.
Well, I signed that contract before, so I think I served you for a little bit.
You're bound to tell me the truth. I've not yet had you sign something to serve me. There's a big difference, trust me. But again, you don't serve any devil or demon, yes?
Not that I know of. My father might have sold his firstborn, but who knows?
He says, what were you doing within the ruins of Deathrin?
We were collecting materials to cure the illness on our friend.
He says, the one with the sickness.
Yes, I wanted to make him feel better and bring him back to his home plane.
Then what was the lie about the graves?
There's a component that we need from the graves.
So there are graves.
That's what we've heard. We don't know where they are. We were hoping your team would know.
You actually do know where they are. I'm not sure if you... on the map where it says Strange Cabin, that's where it was revealed that the graves were. Over here.
I see. Then, there are graves on this plane. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
He says, devils and demons don't have graves because our bodies don't matter to us.
Yes, and many of your souls are recuperated and put into new bodies and forms. I understand that. And you never thought that maybe special and powerful ones might have graves?
He says, no, there's no reason. Why would you mark the death of someone who's just going to come back a day later? Now, you humanoids, you humanoids with souls, I understand why you'd want graves and memories to mark your end, as your end is permanent.
I'm surprised to hear you say that. I figured nothing like that would ever matter to you.
He says, wait, what do you mean?
That you would empathize with the feeling of losing a loved one.
He says, I don't. I understand it more because, as I said, you can end, we cannot. So it's more of an auspicious event when one of your people is destroyed.
I see.
He
Simple
says,
misunderstanding.
are there actual magical items at these graves?
Probably not, but who knows?
You just need
If
them.
they were powerful enough to need crave, they might have magical items. I'm more curious about why these the demons have been strengthened, and what it has to do with their presence on my home world.
He says, I
Are you
wouldn't.
familiar at all with any Shadow Lords?
He says, no. What's a Shadow Lord?
This is part of the Shadowfell, but never mind.
He says, I don't know what that is either.
But you know what Gaia is?
He says, I know of several prime material planes and worlds, yes.
Uh, but not the Shadowfell, the opposite of Feywild. I get it.
He says, no. There are
It's
many planes out there that are of no concern to me. He says, lately the Abyss has been all of my focus. I've spent many years here fighting these blood wars. Fighting
but
for my leader.
yeah. What do I need to give you in order to ensure my friends are able my friends are able to leave the Abyss safely?
He says, well, I don't know a way to leave the
You just
Abyss.
need maybe to protect us.
If you...
We might be able to help you out in some ways.
He says, first give me a persuasion check, because you've said a lot. I'll give you advantage on it. He says, you could be of use to me. As I said, as mercenaries, I'm somewhat impressed with what you've accomplished. Most of your kind would be very dead very quickly in a place such as this, but you all seem to have persisted. Now, what you could do for me, that I need to think about. He says, this cure, while not entirely valuable, does intrigue me a bit. He says, do you have the cure written down somewhere?
I do have a copy of it, yes.
He says, very well. Here's what you'll do. He says, you are to return to your friends, not telling them anything of this conversation, or that you revealed anything to me. He says, and you will, at least for the time being, serve me and my armies. And we shall not put you or your people to death, at least for now. That will be the agreement.
Can we just make it me and not my comrades fighting? I'm sure I'll be able to convince them, but I'll gladly fight this, but I don't want to sign their souls.
Yes, the agreement will be for your servitude. He says, not theirs. I'm still figuring out what I want to do with all of you.
Do you have any cool?
He says the contract length will be for 5 days. You will serve me without question for 5 days, and in return I shall not kill you or your friends.
My friend, I have something to request of you. My armor, although good, I'm looking for something a little lighter, like breastplate armor. Do you have any of the sorts that you can toss in that will help me succeed on whatever you want for 5 days?
Give me a persuasion disadvantage. 14. He says, I'm not sure you fully understand what servitude means. He says, I do not give to you, I request, and you do for me.
Well, we're negotiating right now for my servitude.
He says, you have a poor hand
And
to negotiate.
I'm not very good dead.
Give me another persuasion. He says, you would be of less value if you died. This is true. What is it that you wish? Different armor?
A set of breastplate armor. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. I mean, it's barely worth a pittance. Gaia.
He says, if you are all right wearing demonic armor, infernal armor, I think I have something I could outfit you with.
Cool. Well, yeah.
He says, so 5 days of unquestioning servitude, and also, just as a little extra, as I said, do not tell any of your people about this discussion or what has transpired.
Cool.
Alright, so he puts all that in the contract and gives it to you to sign.
I know that I'm not there, but just for clarity, can you clarify if, because he said, you serve me for 5 days and you don't tell your friends about me and I won't kill you. He won't kill us for 5 days, or he won't kill us, period.
It would have been for the 5 days.
Okay, I figured, but I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah. So it's basically like a stay of execution type thing. So you're going to sign it?
5 days of servitude for not. And this contract here says something about making sure that we don't die on our way to leave this plane.
So the contract states that basically the deaths of you or your people will not be at the hands of these devils.
For 5 days.
For 5 days.
Cool. Well, and there's no way to sweeten it to help have them protect us, like they just did.
If you ask them that, he says you will be acting as allies to us, as you will be serving me. But I'm not putting that in the contract. I'm not going to obligate myself to protect you.
Yeah, for being cool. Cool. Do you know of any places we could get magic items around here?
He says just sign the contract.
Okay, fine.
Alright, so you
I will sign it.
in blood again, as he smiles and says, go to my quartermaster. He can get you the armor you requested. And then, for now, head back to your people's camp. Inform them that we'll be going towards the grave site. He says also,
cool.
Get me a copy of that formula for the inoculation against the chaos sickness.
Was that in the contract, or did you forget to put that in there and are adding it post?
He says, I'm giving you an order.
Okay.
Remember, you are to serve me.
Yeah, here's a copy.
He says, there are unreasonable requests, but I don't feel like this is an unreasonable one.
Cool. Yeah, here's a copy.
Oh, do you have it on you?
Yeah, I made a copy.
Oh, okay. So if you just hand it to him, he seems surprised, but will nod and take it. He says, yes, how long do you and your people need to recover?
We need a full day's rest.
He says, and you will have it. He says, tomorrow I wish you to go to the cabin with your group and get the ingredients you need for this cure, and then come back and meet us here near Deathrin.
Cool.
He says,
We will do that.
I will have more orders for you once that is complete.
Cool.
He just nods and says, now go.
Fine.
Alright, and if you go to the quartermaster, I assume, on the way back, he would give you the armor you requested. I'll say
cool.
He gives you like a little note to bring to him. And with that sealed note, he would give you a pretty cool looking set of infernal breastplate.
Cool. Thank you.
So you get back to your group a little while later. I'll say another hour has passed if you want to do another rest. It's now 12 in the afternoon.
Cool. I think we might be able to rest here today.
Clank,
And
where did you go? Enum says.
I was walking around camp. Arch, do you need plate mail?
Yeah, actually. Is that where you got that fancy looking armor?
Yeah. There's a salesperson over there.
Well, let's go.
Oh, I'll give you my plate mail. It's resistant to necrotic damage for the rest of the day.
Oh, well, I already got that, but I appreciate it.
Ah, cool.
I will gladly put on this infernal plate mail.
Oh, it's just regular plate mail. I have
Oh, your
eaten.
old plate mail.
Yeah, it seems like Clank is offering you your necrotic resist plate mail.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
The necrotic resist is an infusion though, so it's going to end tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, okay. Yeah, that works.
All right. So you actually, how tall are you?
How tall am I?
3'6".
Yeah. How tall is Arch? I'm not sure his plate is gonna fit you.
Can I spend the day fixing it up to fit him using my smith's tools?
What's the size difference?
I'm medium.
I mean, like, how tall are you?
I don't know, like 5.5, 6 feet.
Oh, okay. So you're not. For some reason, I thought you were like 8 feet tall, but I
A
might be
giant.
thinking of a different character. All right. So yeah, if you want to spend the day adjusting the armor, I'll say that's possible. You just have to kind of move the plates around a bit. So anyone else doing anything?
Ashes is trying to be as inconspicuous as possible. She wants to as few of the devils to notice her as possible. She's just kind of staying in a corner, like her back up, all her pack cradled in her lap.
Yeah. So the devils aren't near the group. They're just kind of they're in the area, kind of watching you. The closest devil's probably about 30 feet away, so they're not that close.
Can I sell my chain, you know?
To who?
I don't know. Go around asking.
It doesn't seem these demons trade in gold. You gonna
It's
try to
alright.
get a
I'll trade
soul
for
coin?
something else.
No one's interested in taking your old chainmail for a soul coin.
What about anything else other than a soul coin, like a scroll, a pouch? I don't know, man.
So I guess like if you go to the quartermaster, he says, yeah, if you want a pouch for your armor, I guess I could do that.
What kind of pouch?
He says a pouch. What do you mean? What kind of pouch
I
do you
don't know.
want?
Put something in it.
He says, what do you want in the pouch?
I don't know. Dealer's choice. I trust you. Just make it nice.
He puts a bunch of rocks in the pouch and hands it over to you.
I'll take. I look down and I say, I want a couple more rocks.
He says, and pick them up off the ground. You're starting to annoy me.
But
I've not even been told to deal with you. Krusk hasn't given me any orders to respect your trades.
But Lou, I rolled really good.
Are you doing persuasion? He says, and he just picks up a few more rocks and puts them next to the pouch.
Alright. I take my pouch full of rocks and trade it for some chainmail.
I'll take the chainmail and just kind of put it with the rest of the gear. He says,
How much?
get out of my
pouch hold?
sight, Celestial. Pouch of rocks? I don't know, like 5 pounds.
Alright. I go back and excitedly show everybody my pouch.
Traded my
Those are some
chainmail
nice
for
rocks.
rocks. They're magical rocks.
Are they really?
No, I'm just making stuff up.
Aw.
What about Radu? I haven't heard from you. What's he doing?
Resting up and waiting to see when we can get out of here.
So, does anyone have good passive insight?
Not I.
Not I.
No wisdom characters in the group.
That was Elwin.
Let me check.
Mine says 8. Radu says 18.
Insight?
It's at the top
Ooh.
of this. Oh, insight. Sorry. I thought
saw
you
that
said
perception. No, it would be insight. Let
No,
me
it's-
just check your NPCs really quick. But I don't think anyone has good insight, unfortunately.
Ashes and Arch. They have the best.
13.
All right. Well, I'll just say, as time is passing, Arch, you would note that they said they were gonna go someplace today, but everyone seems like they're just kind of now sitting around, which might be strange because, yeah, it's like the devil changed his mind for some reason.
I'm gonna go up to one of these devils and be like, "Hey, are we heading out?"
He says, Krusk has decreed we are to stay overnight.
Do you know why?
Get out of my face, Celestial, before I rip it off.
You're pretty mean for a devil.
Please get out of my face, then.
All right. Go back. These guys are dicks.
Okay.
Enum
Were you
says,
expecting something good?
they are
Nobody wanted to.
fiends, infernals. Such
Exactly.
creatures are not known for politeness. Also, they are warrior devils, not even the diplomatic ones.
Well, that's
Exactly.
painfully obvious.
So why would you expect them to be less penisy?
What is this adjective, penisy?
Dicks.
It's where you don't want to be shafted.
I do not understand, but I shall take your word for it. Alright, do you want to do a 10-minute break?
Yeah.
Sure.
Descending into the madness of the abyss. Alright, so let's do 10 minutes and then come back.
Matt, just going with the rails.
Sorry I had to be mean to you, Matt.
Say
I
what?
was just trying to roleplay a devil.
Oh no, that's just fun times.
Alright.
What did you say, Mikey?
You're just going off the rails, Matt. Wasn't expecting you to basically offer your soul.
Oh, for the safety of you guys.
No, it's just a soul.
Yeah. I
This
mean,
can't-
I'm a mere mortal. All I have to do is die, and then it's done.
This campaign got dark.
Real quick.
I mean, Clank is like out to kill himself these days, you know?
We started off as a happy-go-lucky group of like a crow and like a little girl going on an adventure, and now everyone's getting all like dark and suicidal a little bit.
Is this what
Sorry.
fucking Isik was?
It was all this wasn't all Isik's fault. Maybe somewhat
I-
Isik's fault.
I mean, we're not even in it.
I blame Radu.
I blame.
I blame Elric.
Yeah, Elric was a little aggressive. I think it kind of started when Ophelia lost her faith a little when she went against what's his name, that church guy.
Oh, Father Gregor.
Father Gregory.
Yeah, Father Gregory, or Father Duval, or whatever.
Yeah, she didn't want to. She kind of had to.
I think maybe that's when things started getting darker.
Yeah, a little bit there. Well, then, like, Elric almost destroyed the town, suicided himself.
It's true.
Played a small part in there.
You'll be happy to know he hasn't changed much.
Alduin, fucking dying and shit. Like, yeah, man, it's been fucking just like all happy-go-lucky start, and then it's just like, hey, shit happens.
Well, at least the group is trucking on. All right, let me go use the restroom. I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, there's been like a lot of ups and downs with this group.
I mean, it seems like a lot of downs. I don't know what sort of ups. We haven't leveled up in a while.
I mean, we did. I still feel good about saving all the people at Char from that fucking Balrog.
Yeah. Especially now.
And just saying, yeah, fuck it,
Oh,
let's get out
shoot.
of here and leave them out of the fighting.
Yeah.
Like, we could have stayed and fought and fucked up shit.
We did good whether they know it or not. We could have hurt them.
We cleared out a fuck ton of demons. We stopped all the Iron Tide, and then we kind of just dipped out. Like, once we were painted out to be the bad guys.
Yep.
Which, I mean, in the
Right.
grand scheme of things, I'm okay with.
Yep.
Better than being like evil and fucking everything up. I did not like how Rick was doing that shit. I'm like, stop.
How many times do we gotta tell you?
Can you like stop trying to kill everything and everyone, please? Yeah, that got old pretty quick.
And yet, here we find ourselves in the abyss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, Ophelia would have fucking gladly jumped in there with you.
But she didn't.
She wasn't there. Well, I wasn't there.
She probably was there.
If I was, man, yeah, I would have went. Like, if you wouldn't have, I would have.
Ophelia would have had an interesting time here. Yeah. I was kind of nervous about the dark path the entire party was going down.
I didn't
we
want
were
to.
quickly falling into a no-win situation.
Because I tried to, for a while there at the beginning, I was going to tell the truth, and you lied about Beelzebub then. So I was like, all right, shit, I guess we'll go with that.
Yeah, that's what took me a long time to join the conversation. Is like, how do I approach it?
Yeah.
And there's like a lot going on. We were like, hey, we want to do this. No, we're going to do this.
And we're going to die.
And then somebody gets a really good idea that Lou role plays and saves us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he saved us at a cost.
After 10.
And that was why I initially thought about resisting the teleport was I don't want to be responsible. I know the way this place works. But
I thought about just like sacrificing myself and getting you guys out. I mean, trying to escape, I thought I had the best chance of it. I had still had like 4 shields. I had my mount.
Yeah.
I'm resistant to necrotic.
And,
Well, if I had kept
Yeah.
if I had kept my manifest mind near you, then I could have warped you from pretty far away. So that might have been like if we got out of sight and stealthed and stuff, that might have been the way we could have gotten you, like saved you, but it would have been risky for whomever ran south, you know?
It's a gamble. I'm not super attached to Arch. If he died, I'd been like, it's not Ophelia. We're fine.
that was the vibe I got from you.
Well, I feel I feel like Clank is trying harder to off himself than any of us are with our disposable characters.
No,
I
really.
mean, how so? How so? I've been
Well,
playing
first
pretty
you went through the
conservatively.
portal. Well, after saying that Clank was scared and didn't want to go to the abyss, you went through the portal without the rest of us, and then you
Okay,
go and you just signed two contracts with a
let's
devil.
back up. So I jumped through the portal because I felt guilty because if I didn't, Ophelia would have died. And Clank's got things in his backstory. She would have gone to the abyss instead of him to protect Ophelia. So that was that. And then here,
Personally, she would have.
It just I'm just talking about how like the group, like you did it like stealthily, like when you knew some members of the group wanted to go, and you kind of
because Ophelia and others didn't understand what was going on in the abyss, and I'm not gonna.
What he thinks, is the best option to like protect us.
Yeah,
I just meant that it was a surprise to all of us because based on everything that Clank had said, we thought you were against anyone going through.
Because I just wanted to leave it open. Like, let's go walk away from Char. It'll be okay. Other people will take care of it, and we'll be dead by the time it's a problem.
Radu was going through because he was, it needs to get done, and I need to become a gooder person, so I got to do it. Save others.
A gooder?
And then this situation, I saw that we were all going to have to do something terrible for the devil, or he would kill us all, or it could be me. One person rather than four.
I think like you managed to convince him about the Beelzebub thing. The problem is that then several of you kept trying to spin news stories this session, and the dice were not working in our favor. And I was like, in my head, I was like, okay, we need to shut up.
So we got to the point where we didn't have a choice, and we're heading down a pathway that would have required.
There's always a choice.
That's how it be sometimes.
Yeah.
Bad dice rolls. The gods determined we're gonna fucking take the hard way out.
Yep. And so that's why Clank did what he did. Even though it probably wasn't the best idea.
Yeah, if I just rolled better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rolls were not.
We spent it all on the Beelzebub encounter.
Story points, inspirations didn't matter.
I tried helping.
Oh, and you did. There were. I think you had some of the better rolls out of all of us.
Yeah, I rolled pretty well.
Yeah, I was trying to think whether or not she would have stepped in or said anything, but initially she was invisible and she understood Infernal, so like I thought it might be beneficial for her to just stay quiet and listen. And honestly, she has no interest in swapping a demon master for a devil master. Like, she doesn't want any involvement with these people at all.
True. Did Ashes go hide somewhere?
Well, initially she was invisible, and so that's why I stayed silent. And after, even though she understood the Infernal, like I thought, well, maybe I'll gather some information. Plus, I don't really want them to see me. But then I assume they know I was there because, they'd been watching the group when we were in combat anyway. And that's what, but she's trying to keep a low profile overall. She wants to be, unmemorable.
They don't necessarily, if you've been hiding, they don't necessarily know you're there. Because they might think you're dead or something.
Oh, well, in that case, I mean, I would have been invisible for the first hour, and I was stealthing when they warped us. I think I had a roll over 20. I think it was a good roll. But so yeah, she definitely. I mean, she wouldn't be able to stay invisible past that hour, but definitely trying to kind of keep out of sight. And if that's a possibility, whatever roles you need to make me take. Yeah.
All right. Give me a intelligence check, Clank.
Oh, I'm getting there.
I guess technically we're still on break. Oh no, it's about 10 minutes, so we can jump back in. So you don't think the contract included ashes as to people who couldn't be told,
Oh,
Cool.
interesting.
because they don't know about her since she's been invisible.
Okay. Cool.
Because technically she would not be counted as one of your allies, as your allies were all kind of spelled out in the contract.
Oh,
Oh, so the contract listed specific names.
Yeah.
cool.
So
Interesting.
you would realize that thinking about this a little.
I would whisper, Ashes, you should make sure, or as I'm poking around at a campfire, just say out loud, Ashes, you should make sure you stay hidden and not seen.
That's what I've been working at.
Keep it up.
Where did you go for so
Stay
long?
warm. I was trying my best to make sure we had a safe way out of here.
And did you find a way?
I think so. We should tomorrow be on the move.
Okay.
All right. So time is passing. Let's see. Where's the camp? Oh, I see. What's the total wages for this group?
Wages?
Yeah,
For
for
the
your
camp.
for like your camp people.
Oh.
I don't know off the top of my head. I thought
It's 11. All right, so let me pay your camp. Wait, can I even do this? I'll say I just pay them from Clank's bag. Your people back home.
Cool.
All right, so yeah, the evening would pass. You would have to feed yourselves, so go ahead and spend a day of rations. Everyone. And it would be the next day. So you can long rest.
And that removes the
Yeah, the life train.
nice.
You're feeling much better in the morning as the necrotic energy melted away. Necrotic drain, and it is now the 60th of fall. What do you want to do?
not work for the devils.
Slip away from this camp?
Let's continue to where we need to go, the flower place.
Are we... Do we have leave to go, or weren't they going to stay with us or follow us?
They entrusted they'll keep an eye on it. But just to make sure we don't run into trouble. But we should totally head to the Dust Flower. Oh, we should head to the grave. Get that.
And that in two different directions.
Yes.
And
The graves to the south.
you are sure they will just let us leave?
They understand the importance of our quote unquote mission.
Just looks confused and says, well, if they will let us go, then yes, we should go.
I say they didn't seem to understand us yesterday, Clank.
Yes, but they trust us today.
That's an oddity. Let's go.
How did that come about? How do you
what
know?
do you mean?
How do you know?
How do I know?
How about
What?
we get out of here and we can discuss it when
If
we're
they-
not
I agree.
in.
If they are letting us go, we should go. Whatever the
Agreed.
reason.
Yeah, how do we know they're letting us go? Nobody came and said anything to us.
Why would Clank lie about that?
Well, how did Clink know about it? Who's with
Because
us?
they saw me as the de facto leader of this group and talked to me.
He,
Oh.
he did go speak with that quartermaster yesterday and take a walk around camp.
They
Oh.
understand the importance of our quote-unquote mission.
You were
Alright, that
able
makes
to
sense.
convince
That adds
Krusk to let us go then.
That's the idea.
Ah,
Thanks,
I
Clank.
see.
I appreciate it.
Alright, so the group breaks camp. At this point, how are you going to remain hidden, Ashes? If you're not within the tents.
Is the entire army is devils, or are there any tieflings among them, or?
So this unit is almost exclusively the what were they called? The Barb Devils. You noticed one or two chain devils with them. You didn't see any tieflings.
Okay.
Do you bring anything up?
I'm sorry?
Do you bring anything up about this issue?
You might notice she's been hiding in her tent the whole time.
Hey, you want me to cast a spell on you?
Will it be magic that we will miss later if you've expended it so soon?
No clue.
Reggie, we love you.
I won't refuse you. I think it benefits this group for them to not know of our full numbers.
Alright, so
There you go.
Would fade away as Radu touches you
Thank you.
and casts a spell.
Now move so we can keep getting the camp done.
Alright, so you break camp and travel away, and just as Clank said, yeah. The demons do not, or sorry, the devils do not stop you.
We should follow their territory.
Follow their territory? What do you mean?
I don't know.
So you can stay to the east a little bit.
So, do we want to do the full loop around, or should we try to go through the south?
Let's get out of here. South.
I don't know, Clank. You saw the map.
Oh.
Since we've already told them the graves and the graves of the south, let's go south.
Cool. I dig that.
Alright, so you're heading towards where those graves are supposed to be, right?
Yes.
Alright, you actually haven't checked on your camp in a while. Do you want to go do anything about that, or just keep going?
I bring it up to Clank and ask Clank.
I'll say Arch might be getting a little bit worried because it's been like a day.
Cool. Let's go check on them.
All right.
Alright, so you head to basically where they last were.
And they're all dead.
Let me roll the dice first. Oh my.
Oh my.
So in other words, it's a possibility.
No, actually, the camp seems to be doing fairly well. When you get back there, they seem to have found a good place to kind of hide out. And they say, oh, thank the gods you're all right, Arch. Or not they, I guess, but your captain. She will welcome you back. And Delania would bow and say, are you all right, Arch?
So yeah, I am in one piece. It was a strange thing dealing with those devils. It's only thanks to Clank that we were able to leave alive. And it seems for the time being, we are in a bit of a pickle.
She says, devils. Well, I'm glad you're okay. We had a bit of an experience here as well. We were attacked by a group of demons, though luckily none of our people fell. And we also came upon some tieflings, actually, who we took prisoner. I think they're some sort of refugees of the Blood War. I was going to have them executed, but I thought I should talk to you first.
Do any of them seem to have any purpose that may aid the camp?
He says, well, we captured them as they were moving past. Our archers took them prisoner, threatening to fire upon them if they ran. From what we can tell, they escaped from one of the devil armies in the area.
Us too.
If they wish to leave the devils, then are they not in alignment with our own goals?
She just kind of ignores you, still looking to Arch.
I take note of what's being said, and I say, have you found any uses for them? Have you questioned them at all?
She says, you and your uses. She says, they're fiends. They're fiend-blooded. We should put them down, not put them to work.
I think you know
seems
just
kind of
as well as
frustrated.
I think you know just as well as I that we should use whatever means capable of it for us to escape this place. You know, survival here is not easy.
These seem like refugees of the Blood War, eh?
So if you ask her,
I would say, yeah.
she'll show you to kind of where the prisoners are being kept, and it looks like she has a small group of tieflings. I'll say 8 of them, like in chains, basically, in manacles.
These are not warriors, these are not the leaders, the warriors of the Blood War. These are slaves. We should protect them and ensure that they have a way to escape this abyss. It's awful.
He says some tieflings serve as slaves, others are warriors in the armies, many of them bastard children of the very devils they serve.
And
If
some
these
of them
were
have no
warriors,
choice.
yeah.
Some of them do not choose that place. They are forced there.
A true tiefling warrior would have fallen all of you.
She says, well, we did confiscate a magical weapon from one of them. I suppose we should just give it back then. Kind of sounding annoyed.
Well, maybe
Or
not
not.
that. Maybe you're being a little drastic there. All I am saying is these people are prisoners at worst, but let us help them escape the treacheries that have befallen them and the abyss.
I may have something
Commander?
here, Clay. Sorry, I'm linking this. I think I'm not casting that. I do think I may have some use for them. I think questioning them may be a good motive before we decide what to do with them.
I did question them, Commander. That's how I found out they were escapees from a devil army.
Did you question them under a zone of truth? Do not always trust them.
I have not.
Ashes, are you just trying to say something?
Sorry, I was just checking. For some reason I thought you had said that they had escaped from a demon army, but it's a devil army that they had.
It was a devil army, yeah.
Devil. Okay.
Yeah, if you think this is best, we can question them. I suppose even fiends deserve justice.
Call them all forward and gather them together.
As you wish, Commander, she says, seeming a little frustrated. She says, and in case you wanted, and she'll hand you a very infernal-looking weapon. She says, I believe it to be magical. We confiscated it off one of them.
I look at it. What does it look like?
So it looks like a longsword.
Okay.
But its design is very alien. Like, very strange-looking longsword.
I look it over and I say, Clay, come investigate this sword. You and Radu may discern its secret and decide.
So as you
Me?
are talking to them, she would bring over the tieflings and say, as you requested, Commander.
Okay, are they all within like a 15-foot circle?
If you want, she can have them brought within a 15-foot circle.
Yep, I do want that.
All right, so she would gather them together.
I say, I cast Zone of Truth,
Okay.
and I say, Tieflings, now is the time for you to decide. As you can see, we are caught in an epic battle. Our problems are not with you. They lie with these devils and demons that we find ourselves trapped within. If you wish yourselves to fight alongside us and join us, we will offer our aid, and we will protect you while we do this if you have skills to offer. If you wish to leave now, that is also understood. And if you swear in the Zone of Truth that you will not reveal information, then you will be allowed to leave peacefully. But if you wish to join us, then I would gladly take you among our ranks, as long as you guys can say within this zone that you will serve faithfully and that you mean us no harm.
Give me a persuasion.
Okay. So next day, I want to use inspiration.
Okay. So one of them will say, Celestial, I assure you that we mean no harm to you and your camp. Our people have been spending our time in the hell or in the abyss fighting demons. If you let us go, we will be out of your hair, and we can promise not to tell anyone about you as a trade for your mercy and kindness. There's no need for any magics.
I wish more for you to join us. These places are dangerous, and people traveling alone, like our own ranks, have also fallen some.
Hey,
I feel
boss?
like allying forces may suit our needs here, and if you so wish, do you wish to remain in this plane?
So one of them, and remind me who speaks Infernal?
Ashes.
Ashes. One of them, a younger woman, would say, "We trade devil masters for a celestial." Says they are pompous and will not respect us because of our bloodline. We should leave this place. And he would say back to her, I should at least ask them what they're doing here and what they require of us. It seems like they already have a tiefling with them. And he kind of looks over at Ashes. He says, in Infernal, or go ahead, Radu.
While they're having that conversation, Radu goes, "Hey, boss," to Arch. It says, "What devil group did they run from? Could that cause problems with us with whatever Clank did to get us out of that other group?"
I do think that is valuable information to know, but I don't think I can abandon them if it is for, even if
No,
it is.
no, knowledge. That's just having knowledge, so we're not surprised.
I agree. It's quite smart, Radu.
So the larger tiefling kind of the muscular, who seems to be the leader of the group, will look to Ashes and say in Infernal, I assume you know what we're saying, sister.
She nods.
What is your opinion of these I wouldn't say mortals, of this Celestial and his group? Will we be respected, and will it be safe for us to stay with them? Are they trustworthy?
I would respond in the same language. And I've known these people for only a few days, but they seem to be genuine. I think his word may carry honesty. Um, I wish to leave this plane, and I think they may be my best chance.
He nods and says, we as well wish to escape the shackles that bound us." He would turn back to Arch and say, in common, "What is it that you seek to do within the Abyss? Why are you here, and what would you have us do should we join you?"
There are a few things that we wish to do. My first and foremost goal is escorting these two, as I point to Clank and Radu, and say, escort them back to the material plane. What I can offer you for your work with us is passage as well if you wish to escape. As long as you do no harm to those that are willing to travel, then we shall grant you safe passage. What I ask of you is your services while we are traveling through this plane, your knowledge of the areas, your, what devil camps you may know, where they came from. Assistance for gathering food, resources, assisting in battle, assisting my, companions if need be, if battle arises.
Give me a
But I feel like
persuasion check with advantage. $25. He pauses for a moment, considering, and he looks back to his people, several of them nodding. He says, I would ask one more thing of you, my lord.
Of course, if it is within my power.
He says, you hold my weapon in your hand. I would like it back.
I toss him a sword.
Alright, so as he grabs the sword, you would see it suddenly transform into a two-handed greatsword, and he will sling it on his back and smile. He says, we live to serve, at least for now.
I ask him, what does that weapon do?
He says, my weapon can change its form to several different weapons as needed. And then
it's quite a useful weapon.
He will, grip it as it glows and suddenly shrinks down to become a heavy crossbow. He says, it is very useful. And will once again sling it on his back as he loads
Friend, if the worst happens and one of us don't make it out, would you be willing to part with that weapon and let me carry on its legacy?
He gives you a very, very large eyebrow arch at that, and he says, "As long as you don't kill me to get it, at least not without having a fair fight."
I go up to him, standing in the zone of truth, and saying, "I mean you no harm. I will not be the one of your cause. I do speak truth when I say what I say."
He says, "We're in the abyss. No one gets a grave here. If I fall, my things become resources for the living, as is with anyone who dies here."
Fair.
He says, "Though I ask that you make sure I'm dead before you pick my bones."
So I'll do what I can to make sure you leave this plane alive.
I appreciate that. Again, kind of with an arched eyebrow, as if trying to decide if you're going to kill him to take his weapon now or not.
I say,
Wondering if he should have told you what it did.
I kind of laugh and I just say,
I mean, to
you
be
have
fair,
no words.
he did throw it back to him with no hesitancy.
Yeah, because you didn't know what it did.
Give me the sword.
He's like, longsword? I don't use a longsword. Get this crap out of here. Wait, do you use a longsword? I think you use a great sword, right?
I do. I do have a long sword as well.
Oh, all right. Well, then yeah, maybe.
But I
that would
use
be
my
of use.
quarterstaff more. It's magic. I just have a regular long sword. But yeah.
He says, my weapon has several different forms. That is its power to change shape.
I just hold out my quarterstaff and be like, I hit multiple times with my stick and it hurts him real bad.
He says, I can respect a staff wielder. As the grabs the crossbow again, it turns into a what's it called? Pole arm. Oh, what is the pole arm called? Now I'm blanking.
Glaive.
Glaive,
Halberd.
yeah, it was a glaive.
Oh, good.
So it turns into a glaive. He says, I as well sometimes have need of the reach.
Yeah, I think we'll be. I think we'll be all right having you at our side.
Enum would say he is under his breath. He is unwise to keep showing him what his weapon does. You should probably keep that a secret. All right, so he nods and says, we shall serve you and help defend your camp. Together,
Reach out
we're
a hand.
better off than apart. The
Reach out a
Tieflings,
hand and say, "Glad to have you."
he shakes your hand. He says, what is your name?
Say, Arch Bloodmorn, first of his name.
He says, Arch Bloodmorn. Strange name.
What is your name, sir?
Hang on.
Old man from scene 24.
Says, I am Fear no Dance. My friend.
I might say that's a weird name.
He says, it seems we have something in common already. Smiling. Says,
I look over at
my friends
Delania and
call
I
me
say,
Earth, though.
Call you what?
He says, indeed, Earth.
Earth? Okay.
I look over at Delania and I say, Delania, make sure Earth and her new comrades are treated fairly among the others.
Of course, Commander. What fun it will be to have more of the infernal bloods within our camp. And
Sarcasm.
she will undo their manacles, looking very unsure about this decision.
Or drop Zone of Truth.
And she would say, I suppose I should give them back all their weapons as well.
I suppose you should.
With me,
How-
tieflings.
How many are they? How many are there of the Tieflings?
There's 8 of them.
And how many are there of Arch's camp without them? Without the Tieflings?
Your camp. Let's see.
11?
Your Abyss
Yeah.
camp has 15 guards, 10 laborers, and 3 scouts.
Wow, okay. Alright. I think we're good.
So these guys are all guards, basically. So you now have 23 guards. Basically 8 tiefling guards. Alright. So, what do you want to do? We are about at time. But what I assume we're gonna just travel to where the corpses are to try to
I
find
don't think Plank can do anything else because he was told
Straight
to.
up.
It's true, unless he wants to risk the wrath of breaking an infernal contract. Which we've all
Yeah,
played Baldur's
I know.
Gate, so we all know he's gonna grow horns.
I know, I pop Zone of Truth, Clank just books it.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make tea for everybody. Hey guys.
All right, let's do MVP votes. Good game, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
Definitely.
Hopefully, you're doing better, Radu.
No, but that's okay.
Hopefully, the game was a nice distraction.
Yes, that's true.
All right.
Ones.
All right, I got 3 votes. I think I just need 1 more. 4. So Arch with 3 votes, you were MVP.
Oh shit!
Almost unanimous. Well, it was unanimous because there's only 4 of you.
I thought it was gonna be Clank. You guys just like that. I didn't kill the tieflings.
Huh?
I do like that you didn't kill the tieflings. You've done that in another time and place.
Arch
Yeah,
is,
we're not
Arch
on
is
death's
more
door.
open-minded than Ophelia already.
Yeah.
There's Ophelia. She would have been, put them to the sword. That will be all. That will be all, Delania. And she says, of course, mistress. She would like,
Why
would
you
like
even waste my time asking me? Kill, kill, kill.
Why do you bring this riffraff before me? You know what to do. Execute
No,
them.
she probably like,
very
oh,
much
let me
so.
do it.
He's
gonna
very
go
much
get
so
it.
militaristic. Like, hey, this benefits us. Suck it up. We're doing it.
Yeah.
Night all.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a good one.
See y'all. Thank you for the session. See y'all later.
Yeah,
Later,
see ya.
Matt.
Thanks, Lou. Good night.
Yeah, have a good night.